Today, I'm sharing gift ideas I personally use and love for the crocheter in your life, or for you to treat yourself. I have pulled together a list of items that I personally use and love that I think any crocheter would be thrilled to unwrap on Christmas morning. So let's jump right in to number one. First on my list, a row counter. I've always used pen and paper in the past, or, I know there's a lot of gadgets out there, but I've been using this for a couple years now, and I love it, and it's fun too. So this is one of those Pop-It squares. The Pop-It toys were really popular a couple years ago with kids. I know my kids were obsessed with them. And this one, though, has numbers. And every time you finish a row, you push in the number, and it helps you keep track of what row you're on. This is handy, especially if you're like me, you get up and leave to go make a cup of tea or get a snack, and then you forgot what number you were on. This helps you remember where you were, especially if you don't have a piece of pad and pen right handy to write it down. So it's fun to pop. They pop right back out when you're done. So I do use this quite a bit, and I find it useful, and like I said, it's fun to pop these. Number 2 and 3 on my list are very useful items that a crocheter or even a knitter can never have enough of: darning needles and stitch markers. You can never have enough darning needles, and also if you can get a case to help them keep their darning needles in, that's very, very handy. I like this. I have several different kinds of cases. This is one of my favorites that I have. This way I know where they are and they can travel. They're portable. I can move from room to room with them and not worry about them. Stitch markers. There are all kinds of stitch markers out there. I probably have just about all of them. And I will say this style here is one of my favorites. They look like little metal, almost like a paper clip style. I find that these stay in longer, hold better. As you can see, come on. And you can just clip these back in. And I just find they mark the place a lot better. Like I said, there's a lot of stitch markers on the market. This is just one of my favorites. Next, a head or neck lamp. This one is for the neck. It goes around your neck. I have many headlamps. I find this one is my absolute favorite. I received this as a gift from my husband, and I love this one. It's rechargeable, so you don't have to change out batteries. And like I said, you can move this around. You can have both on, one on. It can move in any directions. This is very bendy. It lasts a long time, one charge, and it has different settings also for the light here. I don't have the greatest eyesight. My eyes have gone through a lot the last couple of years, and this really helps, especially when I am crocheting black yarn. If you know, you know. This is one of my favorite gifts to not only receive, but to give for any crafter. It doesn't have to be just a crocheter, sewer, knitter, toll painting, any kind of crafting. A little neck lamp is a very, very wonderful gift. If you have any crocheting friends or family in your life that love to do amigurumi, this tool to help put safety eyes in is a must. This has changed, totally changed how I can put my eyes and nostrils, any item that you're adding that's like a safety eye or safety nose, or they make so many different things. This is game changing. This makes it so much easier. You've seen me use this many times here on the channel. It can fit a variety of sizes of eyes or noses or whatever. This is one of the more inexpensive tools, but definitely very useful. You can also lock it when you're not using it. I love this tool. I've tried several safety eye tools. This one beats them all. Knit blockers. These I have come to love. I've only been using these for just a few short months. I don't know how I was blocking anything before without these. So these are very sharp pins that will help you hold anything that you need to block on your blocking board. It holds them in place. This one comes with several different sizes. You get, I believe this was a box of 12 with 8 pins and 8 blockers with 4 pins. Those are those shorter ones. This has been game changing. This is so much easier and more precise to block my crochet items than traditional straight pins. Definitely a great gift. And those pins go great with blocking mats. And as I said, these hold everything in place so beautifully, so precisely. I can line up the things better with the lines. It holds them. They're not coming off. I absolutely love them. Blocking mats. If you do any kind of crocheting, granny squares, small appliques, things like that that need to be blocked before you use them or just make it easier, a blocking mat is wonderful. And these are the interlocking ones. I have, I think, up to 4. So you can make these as large as you want and you just add on more to make them as big as you need. I mentioned those blocking mats and how you steam them. A steamer. This little handheld steamer is quite the useful tool in my crocheting game. This, it heats up in seconds. I can just use this to steam it helps soften, especially the Red Heart Super Saver yarn. It softens the yarn, relaxes the fibers. You can get precise lines, corners, especially with granny squares, those appliques. This is very useful, and it's also great for getting wrinkles out of your clothes. As I mentioned earlier with the headlamp, my eyes have gone through a lot of trauma the last couple of years, and one of the things my eye doctor recommended was eye mask, not only for sleeping, but to help several times during the day. So I have 2 that I absolutely love. This first one, this is my favorite. So this one you plug in, you turn it on, and you can set it for several settings, anywhere from 15 minutes all the way up to 60. It heats up. It gives you the most relaxing, soothing eye rest. I've found it has made a big difference. I don't have the eye strain at the end of the day. I try and take 10 minutes once a day to use this. The other one that I love, this was also a gift. This has the insert that you can put into the microwave or the freezer, depending on what you need or prefer. But this one my husband gave me. This one actually has music built into it, or it's Bluetooth capable, and you can set it up to any music on any of your devices, your phone, your tablets, your TV. And again, I often fall asleep with this one because I usually put on the soothing music and I heat up my little insert till it's nice and warm. I sit down for 10 minutes and before I know it, 30 minutes has gone by and I've fallen asleep. This one is chargeable, so this one you can take walking. This one you can use it just as a headband if you don't want to. Obviously you're not walking with it over your eyes, but if you want to use this as a headband to listen to music instead of earpods or headphones, this works great too. And this is fully washable. You just need to take everything out and you can wash it. The same with the other one. Just take out all the components, wash them, and it's very easy to put them back together. This wouldn't be a gift giving guide for crocheters if I didn't mention hooks. Some of my favorite hooks, as I'm recording this, I hope they're still on sale when you all see this, are the Prim hooks. And they have an amazing deal right now that you can get a set, I believe it's 5 for $30-something. It's over $20 off right now. Prim hooks are probably my favorite hook to use right now. They have the comfort grip. They come in beautiful colors. They are so comfortable. I really like using them. They hold up really well. And then my other favorite, of course, are the clovers. I am late to the clover hooks, but I have discovered them finally and I love them. You've seen me use this recently in a video, my crocheting pillow. I love this. I use this all the time for crocheting. I have found it has really helped the wear and tear on my arms, especially my wrist. I love this. This comes off. You can wash the cover. You can get the cover in many, many different patterns to suit your taste. Highly recommend this. It's easy to take with you anywhere. If you have a crocheter who likes to crochet while they travel, like me, they will love this travel bag. I love this. It's actually still full of things that I was working on the last traveling trip we took. As you can see, it holds a lot of yarn. Lot of yarn. You could probably get at least 8 to 10 balls of yarn in here easily, very easily. It has a place to store your scissors. It has a place for your darning needles. It has a spot where you can put all your hooks, more little notions you might need here depending on what you're working on. You can also put your yarn right through the grommet here to keep it from getting tangled or knotted up. It even has another spot for even more hooks, or if you want to keep your hooks a little bit even more secure, you can put this here. Patterns can go in this little zipper pouch here. This has been one of my favorite crocheting tools. I do like to crochet when we travel, but also I just like using this around the house, because especially if I'm doing a couple of different color yarns, I can keep it all in here, take this from room to room, and I'm good to go. The last gift that I am going to put on this list is one of my favorites, and that's my yarn winder. I like having my yarn in cakes, and if the crochet in your life likes that too, a yarn winder makes it possible so you can make any skein of yarn into a cake. It's very easy to do. It's fun. Honestly, my husband is amazing at it. He does a lot of the caking for me, and they do charge, a lot of the places charge you extra for caking up your yarns, and now they don't have to do that. They can save it's up sometimes as much as $10. I've seen it go anywhere from $5 to $10 from them to cake your yarns for you. This one, they can just make any skein of yarn they have into a cake, and it's great because I've even caked up a lot of my little teeny balls I've had left. I've caked them all up into one big ball to use for a scrap project that I'm going to be working on over the winter. And the one very last thing I will suggest that you can never go wrong with is a gift card. Any crocheter or knitter is going to appreciate being able to get more yarn to add to their stash. So you can't go wrong with a gift card from their favorite yarn shop. Michael's, a lot of the places that sell yarn will do gift cards, especially this time of year, and then they can go in and use it to either buy yarn or the hooks they particularly like or anything they're missing. You can't go wrong with a gift card. It's the right size, the right color, the perfect fit. I really hope this list gave you some ideas. Everything I mentioned is something I personally use and love. I never would recommend anything that I personally don't stand behind. Until then, take care, and we'll see you all soon.